Do you want to increase brand awareness, attract new patients immediately and consistently, and become the go-to practice in your community? Then learn how to do ground marketing. That's what I'm going to be teaching you in this series. Let's dive in. Maximizing your presence at farmers markets. Now, we're going to be discussing how to perform your best and optimal at a farmers market, but also I know you're probably thinking, well, how do I even get my foot in the door to participate in popular farmers markets in my area? We're going to teach you that, and that's going to be a little bit more towards the end of the episode too, as well, on how to get your foot in the door, the scripts, who you need to look out for, who you need to talk to, and so forth. But assuming right now that you know how to do that, then what we're going to do is first and foremost talk about maximizing your presence at a farmers market. And a lot of this you can actually do before even participating or having a booth in a farmer's market. But why farmers markets work? There's a psychology and a strategy behind it. Number one, you want to trust transfer. Being in a community space where trust is already high with local food and wellness vendors, it allows trust in the event to transfer to you by association. So it builds huge trust with the customers there. Number two, psychological comfort zone. People are emotionally relaxed at farmers markets. This setting reduces buyer resistance and makes patients more open to personal conversations. Number three, face recognition equals future patients. And this applies to basically every event you're in. But according to behavioral studies, people need to see your face 7 times before they trust you. Markets give you that non-salesy exposure. So number 4 would be local loyalty. People at markets support local businesses. So if you appear friendly, informative, and community first, they feel good choosing you over corporate chains. So those are the 4 things, right? Why farmers markets work, why you want to participate, set up a booth at a farmers market. Number 1, trust transfer. 2, there's a psychological comfort zone. They're more relaxed. 3, face recognition equals future patients. And then 4, local loyalty. Now that we got that down, we do want to set up at farmers markets, okay? So setting up your booth for maximum engagement. Let's just say, okay, let's do this. Let's make it happen. I'm going to be at a farmers market. I want to do that. There's a strategy behind setting up your booth. Have you ever been to an event and you're just like, man, it sucked. Like there was hardly any foot traffic, at least in my area. It felt like it didn't go well. All these things. A lot of it has to do with your booth location. So listen up, okay? Request corner spots, end caps, or areas near food vendors and live music where foot traffic clusters naturally. I did a whole episode on this. So if you want to go back and listen to it, to setting up your booth for optimal performance, you can definitely check it out there, or how to perform your best at events. It's in one of those episodes. Or like always, if you're a part of the ground marketing course, we specifically have pictures, videos, and everything on how to set up your booth for the best location. And it's in the course. So if you're a member, it's under that section. But that's what you want to do. Request corner spots, areas near food vendors and live music. You want foot traffic to cluster naturally. Avoid dead zones or stalls next to trash bins, generators, or noisy performers. Okay. So if it's too loud to talk, probably not a good location. Pro tip, position yourself so that people see your banner before they see your team. This builds interest before interaction. Okay. Now, visuals that stop scrolls. We're talking about your banner right now. Okay. Visuals that can stop the strolling down the street or anything like that. You always want to think Instagrammable meets subconscious psychology. I'll give you a couple examples. Never lead with your practice name. Always lead with a benefit-focused statement like this. The banner can say, smile brighter in 7 days. Ask us how. Another one. Whiten while you sleep. Free kit with booking today. Another one. For moms, stress-free first dental visits for kids under 5. Boom. That's super niche, super targeted. I really like that one. Another one. This booth has 3 things: freebies, smiles, and friendly humans. That's it. This banner one was one used at a local farmer market, but it was sponsored greatly by veterinarians and vet hospitals. It was like a farmer's market / ribbon cutting kind of a deal for a vet hospital. And I really liked that they said friendly humans on it. People, they just loved it. But I love it the most because it literally gives you the 3 things that you'll find there: freebies, smiles, and friendly humans. That's it. And so people are like, oh my gosh, freebies, immediately they want to go, right? And smiles and friendly humans, it takes down their shield. Another example is this booth is basically a first date with your next dentist. And then another one is this table changes smiles and moods. And moods is in parentheses. So the banner could look like that. One that really works well that we had for us that we continue to use is this booth has 3 things. And from time to time, you can always change it, right? I always leave the freebies and smiles, but you can always put something else. Freebies, smiles, and deals or whatever, right? And then smile brighter in 7 days. Ask me how. And then continue like that. And then the whitening while you sleep, free whitening kit with booking today. But you can use whatever you want. Be creative, right? When you use these banners. Or you can copy the ones that I just told you, and it will work perfectly. Banners should be eye level, simple, benefit first, and curiosity driven. Let your logo ride shotgun. Your logo is small and secondary, okay? It is not the main thing. Nobody's going to stop and be like, oh my gosh, the logo. I mean, sometimes you can have an amazing logo, but nobody's going to say, oh my gosh, the logo, let me sign up. Let the banner speak. Your logo rides shotgun, okay? Use lifestyle imagery of real people with consent, not stock photos or dental tools or anything like that. Lifestyle imagery. If you can utilize photos of your actual patients, even better. Colors. Use high contrast but calming tones. Pastels, dental whites, blues, and one punchy call to action color like coral or lime or red. And then you can add a QR code to schedule directly and labeled subtly tap in and smile brighter. Something subtle that you want to have on the banner. But basically, that's the strategy right there for the banner, right? Have an incredible benefit-focused statement. Should be at eye level, lifestyle imagery of real people, high contrast but calming tones. The call to action where you want them to schedule or the QR code even, that could be high contrast, right? It could be a punchy color, but everything else, calming tones and so forth. So that's the banner strategy. Now here you're going to have interactive zones, and we've discussed this. Let's just say you're setting up at the farmer's market. You got the banner out, it's putting out all your stuff. Remember your team. If it's a huge farmer's market, remember your team. You have those 3 people, the magnet, the messenger, the connector. We talked about this in a previous episode. The magnet draws the crowd. They're out in the front. They're saying, hey, how's it going? Take whatever you want. It's free. Hey, come on in. It's whatever you want. It's free. They're super short. They're not out there saying, hi, we're the next dentist in town. We're amazing. We're fan. Nope. They're just saying, hey, grab whatever you want. It's free. Then there's the messenger. They're mainly behind the booth, talking to everyone, signing people up. Anybody can sign up, anybody out of your 3 members who are at this event. But the magnet is mainly bringing people in. The messenger is behind the booth, right? They're talking to people. They're answering questions that people have and so forth. And then you have the connector, the 3rd person, right? They are not behind the booth. They're probably not even near your booth. They're capturing leads and talking to other vendors. They're the ones making those connections with the other vendors there at the farmer's market. Super important person, the connector. They're signing them up, leaving sign-up sheets at their booths, coming back maybe in an hour to pick it up and so forth. So when it comes to what to have, what's the most important thing at your booth at these farmers markets? It's those 3 people, the magnet, the messenger, and the connector. On top of that, what you can have at your location or at your booth is maybe like a smile selfie station or a prize wheel, if you like, where they can win specific things like 10% off or a free mini travel kit or a free kit on your first visit or your first visit for free. Now, the staff presentation, right? You want to look like a unit, branded polos or scrubs, matching colors, clean grooming, name badges that say more than names, right? Like Dr. Laura, Smile Coach, however you want, right? And assign staff to 3 unique booth roles, the magnet, the messenger, the connector. That's it. They have to know who they are. I'm just going to put that out there. They have to know you are the magnet. So let's just say I'm the practice owner. I'm not going to be there, but my team's going to be there at the farmer's market. Okay. Laura, you're the magnet. Billy, you're the messenger. And then Cassandra, you're the connector. Boom. That's your role. So that means they each have specific goals. The networker is the connector. You got to go out there and get all the vendors, come back with sign-up sheets. At the same time, you're coming back with business cards so we can go visit their business maybe tomorrow, sign up the rest of their employees and so forth, introduce them to our membership plan. That's their goal, the connector. The messenger, boom. Your goal is to have meaningful conversations. At the same time, everybody on that list that's signing up. So if they're at the booth and then the messenger signing everybody up, they know more details about the person. So maybe we all saw Bob sign up, right? And he signed up for the free whitening. But the messenger, who's Billy, They know, okay, Bob wants free whitening, but he's actually really interested in Invisalign. He talked to me a little bit more about his previous dentist, how he did it. That's the messenger's role. They're the ones who know the most in-depth information of these people signing up. And then the magnet, their goal, hey, okay, I got to get people signing up too, right? I'm going to sign them up, but we got to make this booth pop in. The goal is for it to be incredible. I want to see a sea of balloons with our logo on it and so forth, right? That's the magnet. They're the greeter, energetic, outgoing, make eye contact, waves at people. So everybody should know their role. Here's the golden rule that I have for every single farmers market event or every single event, period. And this is just me and my team. You can copy it, but I recommend something similar to this, if not exactly this. Golden rules. We always look at them. Nobody sits. Okay. You always want to be standing. It's more approachable. Nobody sits. If there is a lull, meaning like, oh, it's dead right now, there's nobody here, that could warrant, okay, let's take a break. Or unless like your feet are hurting and whatever, right? Or you're not feeling well, yeah, you can sit down out of the booth somewhere else. Go to the car, whatever you want, but nobody sits. Standing equals approachable, okay? Second thing is no phones out. I cannot tell you how annoying it is where I'm just shopping at a farmer's market with me and my wife, and I look and I pass by 10 booths that people are just on their phone scrolling. I don't know what they're doing. And I could be interested. Sometimes I am. I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is. And I'm there at the booth and they don't even say hi. They're just on their phone. That is poison. Poison. Once you start this, it's hard to stop it. So nip it in the bud now. No phones out. Unless you get a phone call, obviously. But other than that, if you get messages, put that away. If you feel like there's a time where, oh my gosh, there's nobody passing by the booth, maybe it's their lunch break, they're all at the taco truck or something, you go to the taco truck and talk to everybody in line. That's the deal, okay? There's no phones out. Presence is power, so fully be there. Third thing is smiles are mandatory. People mirror emotions, so always put it on, smile as much as you can, and you should be good. Okay, now what to say? Scripts that start conversations. Now, this is if they're walking by, right? My main script, I'm going to keep it easy peasy with you. I just say, hey, grab whatever you want. It's free. And once I make them look, because I'm pointing or I have my whole hand gesture out and I'm like, hey, how's it going? Grab whatever you want. It's free over there. And I just point behind me and they see the booth. Once I know that they made eye contact with the booth and they see the freebies, then I continue. Yeah, just grab a baggie, put whatever you want in there. It's free. It's from us. And then they go to the booth. Now you can say that. But this is what a lot of our members and other people have said, and people on our team too as well. Can I show you a trick to get your kids to brush without a fight? They pause, you share, they listen, you connect. It's that simple. Can I show you a trick to get your kids to brush without a fight? And then you continue, right? A second script you can say is, hey, 1 or 2 minute smile check that tells you if you secretly are grinding your teeth at night. That's one. Hey, we're giving out free whitening kits to anyone who wants to brighten their smile naturally. Do you want one? That one actually is really good. This is something I utilize all the time, is free whitening. So I say, hey, we're giving out free whitening kits to anyone who wants to brighten their smile naturally. Do you want one? And see what they say. No matter what interest they express, you know that there's interest. So it's amazing. The next one is, hey, most people don't know their insurance covered things like whitening or aligners. Want me to check if yours does? Something like that, right? Another one is, ever wonder if your child's baby's teeth are growing in the right direction? There's another one that's, want to know one simple thing to stop getting cavities, even if you brush every day? Another one, do your gums ever bleed when brushing? You know, most people ignore it, but we can spot the cause in under 60 seconds. And then another one, hey, we're handing out free smile kits. Sometimes I like to say, hey, we're handing out free travel size kits. Want to grab one before they run out? Just like that. Now, the person is smart. And what I mean by that is they'll make the connection once I say, hey, we're handing out free travel kits. Want to grab one before they run out? At that whole sentence, if you heard it, I'm not mentioning anything dental, nothing about oral or teeth or anything like that. But they'll make the connection once I say that. They'll look at the booth and say, huh, and then they'll go and grab it. They'll know it's dental related. So it's like a conversation without a conversation happening words, right? In that situation. But yeah, that's the one I personally use. Hey, can I show you how to naturally whiten your teeth using only 2 minutes a day? That's another one. The final one we utilize is, hey, we're not selling anything today, just helping people make small upgrades. Want to see one that fits you? And that's it. Use these, okay? Don't overanalyze it. Don't overthink. Oh my gosh, should I use this? Is it going to work? Is it not? Utilize it and test it for yourself. You will be surprised how much a one or two smile check that tells you if you're secretly grinding your teeth at night, you'll be surprised how many people will say, yeah, I got 2 minutes. I'm waiting for my food. Yeah, I can do it. And they'll make it happen. 2 minute smile check. So utilize these, okay? And they're in the ground marketing course. So if you want, enroll in the course, you can definitely do it. Or you can go on YouTube if you like, and you can see what I'm seeing right now, and you can look at the script right there. But there is so much more scripts that start conversations in the ground marketing course, and so much more specific ones that you can actually see me utilize in the ground marketing course as well. Now, with that, you want to handle common questions and objections. So be ready for frequently asked questions or concerns and have clear answers. This one you will get all the time. Do you take my insurance? You need to train staff to respond with your main in-network plans, or say, you know what, we work with most PPO insurance plans, and we also have affordable options for those without insurance, or say specific scripts that you know will convert. Now, we do have specific scripts in the ground marketing course, but at the same time, I believe in a couple of months, we are going to have some fee-for-service experts, consultants, and also practice owners inside of the live ground marketing workshop. And so you can pick their brain. They're going to give you more scripts. They're going to give you a lot more information in the live ground marketing workshop. And that's just for our members only, but definitely look out for that email when it comes your way. Okay. So that's one. Do you take my insurance? You might get, I already have a dentist. So a great follow-up is, oh, that's fine. When was the last visit that you went? Are they from here? Are they around this area? Are they here right now? Be friendly about it. Just be encouraging and encourage them to continue to visit their dentist, right? Care about the person. That's what they want to feel. They don't want to feel like you just see them as a sale and like, oh, you already go to dentist, move on. No, care about the person. You never know. That dentist may die. That dentist may go bankrupt. That dentist may leave. They may be upset with that dentist one day and move on. Or they may just at that moment say, you know what, I have a dentist, but I haven't seen them in 10 years. And then they might visit you. So make sure you do that. You will get questions such as how much is, and then they'll give you a procedure or a service. Now, that's huge. When they ask you that, that means it's already on their mind. They've been thinking about it. They want to know how much something specifically is. Maybe they're looking for a second opinion. At that moment, don't try to just ballpark it in the booth or the event or the farmer's market. Try to get them scheduled. Just say, oh, well, we'd have to check your insurance. And then from that point on, we can figure it out. And then we can make something happen. We can definitely make it work within your budget. And we have great financing options. It can be as low as, right, or whatever you want to say. And then continue. You also might get health questions. This is probably the second most popular one. So we do you take my insurance quite often? But health questions, you get on the spot questions. They will walk up to you, open their mouth, and ask you a specific question and point at the tooth or touch it even. And you got to be ready for that, right? You got to be ready to answer specific things. And that's mainly what the messenger does, the third person, right? So a lot of the times the person behind the booth could be the doctor, could be somebody on the clinical side of the team. I'm answering the questions. So make sure they're ready for that. You want to collect information tactfully, right? If someone doesn't book an appointment on the spot, at least try to collect their contact for follow-up. One approach is to offer to send them something. You can say, hey, if you like, I can email you our new patient discount so you have it. What's the best email for you? Just something like that. Or, hey, we can text you the link to schedule online later. What's the number we should use? If they don't sign up on the spot, utilize those two things because you still want to have their contact information. And then you want to close conversations gracefully. If they continue to say, no, then continue to just say, hey, you know what? No worries. Feel free to reach out. If you ever need us, take a card, take the hygiene kit, and we hope to see you around. You will see them around. Okay. Now, if they did book meeting you, it's fantastic. We look forward to seeing you on Tuesday at 2. We'll send you a reminder as well. Enjoy the rest of the market. That's it. Then you continue. So you want to equip your booth staff with friendly scripts and the confidence to guide a conversation towards scheduling or leading or collecting the lead. And that's the thing. Give them the confidence. Give your team the confidence to guide a conversation. And a good way to do that is by role playing. Role play these scenarios beforehand so everyone is comfortable. You will be surprised how much things go according to script. The only thing that may throw them off or throw you off is the tone. That may not be according to script, but the words and everything, you'd be surprised. Everything kind of goes according to script most of the time, but the tone doesn't. So don't let the tone throw you off. Don't get in your head as you're speaking. Don't overthink as you're speaking and say, maybe they're not interested. Maybe they're just trying to be nice, or maybe no. We don't know that person, how their normal modulation is throughout the day or anything. So just be yourself and gain that confidence and role play, okay? If you want all the strategies, everything that revolves around ground marketing, you want to learn how to get into apartments, corporations, senior homes, daycare, schools, restaurants, hotels, spas, gyms, every single location you can think of, and we continue to add into it, by the way, this course, then definitely join the ground marketing course. I'm going to put a link to it in the show notes below. You can go ahead and check it out, see everything that you can learn, gain, and at the same time, how it can improve your practice and your life. Not only will you attract new patients immediately, but also you'll be known as the go-to practice in your community. But if you want to learn all that, go in the show notes below, click on the first link in the show notes below. It's the ground marketing course. Go ahead and join it, and I look forward to seeing you in there. Now, we're going to be discussing offers that actually convert at farmers markets. So forget the gimmicks. These offers are framed as genuine perks, insider bonuses, and limited time gifts. And they're crafted to feel like rewards for stopping by, not sales traps. So each one is rooted in reciprocity, value-first psychology, and casual, helpful language that fits the easygoing vibe of a farmer's market. Offer number 1, the Smile Starter Pack. You can say, hey, we're handing out Smile Starter Kits today. Includes a whitening kit and a $25 credit you can use at your first visit if you ever decide to come see us. Do you want one before they run out? You can even mention how many you have left. We only have 3 left. Now this works because it sounds like a gift, doesn't push them to book, but plants the seed. The kit gets kept and the credit drives conversion later. However, what I do recommend if you do decide to do the Smile Starter Pack, this one that I just mentioned, is once they come, they grab the stuff, just be like, yeah, you know what, this month we decided to partner up with whatever, this farmer's market, and we're giving everybody here this and the whitening kit. If you like, I can put you down for, and then you want to have an incentive, right? I can put you down for, and then I can get you in as soon as possible, as like maybe this week if you want, and you schedule them on the spot, right? You never just want to give out something for free and then hope for that they call you later. You want to actually schedule them on the spot. Offer 2, spin to win, but actually worth it, okay? Hey, we're letting market goers spin the wheel for some awesome stuff. Not just a toothbrush, things like whitening kits, travel hygiene kits, even a full exam credit. Do you want to take a spin? This works because the customer feels in control. It creates curiosity and positive anticipation. Plus, the value feels unexpected. Offer 3, VIP Smile Pass for locals. Hey, we're giving out what we call a Smile Pass. It's like a local VIP card. If you bring it in, you and a friend both get a specific dollar amount off. Want me to tuck one into your bag? It works because it feels like a rare pass, and including a friend builds social proof and accountability. Offer 4, the Market Smile membership. Hey, are you one of the many folks here who doesn't have dental insurance? Because we got a market-only membership plan, like a little dental safety net with discounts baked in. Want to save you any money today? This works because it assumes they might benefit. It positions the membership as protection, not a pitch. And then scan to save. This is offer number 5. Scan to save, no strings. Hey, we've got a QR code here. If you scan it, it saves your freebie and sends you a link to claim a specific dollar amount off anytime in the next 30 days. Want to grab one now so that you don't forget? Easy, subtle urgency, plus it makes them feel smart for locking it in. Just give them the QR code and say, hey, if you scan it, it's going to save your freebie and it sends you a link to claim money later. So for example, this works fantastically when either you run out of freebies to give, if you're at an event, like you run out of all the hygiene kits or you run out of specific things, or you can just act like you ran out. Just have the rest in the car and say, hey, you know what, we ran out. But if you want to come by and pick up your freebie or your travel size kit in our office, just scan the QR code here and it will save your freebie. And it sends you a link to claim also a specific dollar amount off anytime in the next 30 days. So if you want to pick up the freebie and at the same time an exam or you wanted a whitening or anything like that, then make sure in the next 30 days, you'll get this much off, right? And then you give it to them. So it works because number 1, they're going to grab their freebie. They're going to pick it up still. So they have an incentive to go. But 2, at the same time, now you're booking an appointment. They're booking it. And if you see that when they come in, they want to utilize that coupon, you're like, oh man, okay, let's do this. A percentage off. What is it that you're looking into? So you have already someone primed and ready to be in the chair. We use this quite a bit. The scan to save, it's no strings. That's why a lot of the times at events, farmers markets, you will notice if you're there early, I mean, from the time it opens, which sometimes honestly you should be, from the time it opens to the time it ends, you will most likely run out of your event swag or your freebies. Now, good rule of thumb, and we're going to talk about this in a later episode, is I try to not run out there. I just try to hit a limit. And then from that point on, once I hit the limit, the rest of it is at the office, the rest of the event swag and freebies. If I feel like I hit that limit really early on, then yeah, I will call someone and ask them, hey, can you bring more of the event swag and freebies and stuff? But if it's 2 hours left or 2.5 hours left, and then the event will be over, I won't call or anything like that. I would make it look like I ran out because I did. I ran out at the event. I'm not going to call someone to go to the office and give me more stuff. I will now use the scan to save the no strings, and I'll let them know. That's why it's always also good to have an example of what's in the freebies at your booth, just so people be like, oh yeah, can I just grab this? Like, you know what? This is actually our display. But what everybody's doing is they're scanning this right here. And if you can scan it, it's going to save your freebie. But mention what the freebie is, right? It's going to save your travel size kit, which has this, and this. And it also has free winding. And also at the same time, what I'm going to do for you as a thank you for being patient is in the next 30 days, if you want to claim $300 off, $100 off, $50 off, anytime you come visit on any procedure, you can go ahead and do it. Is that okay? And they're like, yeah, it's fantastic. Thank you so much. Awesome. Did you want to use that for anything specific, that specific dollar off amount? And they're going to tell you exactly what they want to utilize it for. I've been thinking about Invisalign. I've been thinking about this or that. And then boom, right? You can start, you know what? Let's just get you in tomorrow. I'll save your freebie. Don't even worry about that. I'll give you 2. Let's get you in tomorrow. Let's see if we can schedule you in to get that done. And then you continue. That's what I do. Okay. That's what a lot of our team members do. That's what a lot of our members in the course do as well. That way you're not just, okay, get more freebies, get more. It's not a freebie game, right? They're just offers that people can schedule. Now, tools for collecting leads, you can use clipboards, honestly, paper and pencil. If you have a practice management software like CareStack or Oryx, you can utilize an iPad and schedule on the spot within the practice management software. You can also utilize CallRail if you want. They can track everything. So yeah, there's tools, but when in doubt, just paper and pencil, right? You can just sign people up right then and there. And then post-event follow-up. This is important. There's 4 steps. So number 1, this is post-event. The farmer's market ended. You have a ton of leads that signed up. What you want to do is same day data entry. All leads entered into your CRM, you want to tag them farmer's market and then the date. Okay. And then within 24 hours, text or email. Hey, person's name, it's Michael's Dentistry. Thanks for visiting us at the farmer's market. Want to grab that free whitening kit? Let's get you scheduled. If you can, text them, okay? Email should come close to 3rd, honestly. If they don't reply with the text, within that 24 hours, you still want to give them a call if you don't get a reply. But email should be like 3rd because sometimes email goes to spam or junk and you don't know. Or maybe they might have accidentally wrote a period when it should have been a specific thing on their email address, or they might have missed a letter on their email address and you just didn't send it to the right person, or it's a return to sender. So text them first if you can. If not, call them. And that's all you have to say. Hey, Billy, it's Michael's Dentistry. Thanks for visiting us at the farmer's market. Want to grab that free whitening kit? Let's get you scheduled. That's it. Now, you want to send them a 3-day reminder if you still haven't heard after that. Hey, spots are filling up fast. This offers just for our market community. So reply to lock in your appointment. Okay. Have some type of urgency. Hey, spots are filling up fast. This offer is running out soon, or the spots are filling up fast. We only have 3 more left, or spots are filling up fast for this month. Remember, the deal ends by the end of this month. So let's get you locked in for your appointment. Send that 3-day reminder. Make it more urgent. Remember, text first, call second, email third. And then 4th is 7-day offer close. Hey, this is the final chance. Our farmer's market gift ends this week. Do you need any help booking? Just reply yes. That's it. Give them the simplest convenience. Don't leave it as an open-ended question at this point. Hey, need help booking? Yeah, I need help booking. No, give them the option. Just reply yes. That's it. And then if they don't, you want to call. If they don't again, then you want to email within that time frame though. And what I mean by that is like on the 7th day offer close, that 7th day, you want to text them. That 7th day, if you don't hear back in maybe a couple hours, you want to call them. You called, left a voicemail, still haven't heard anything back. Then at the end of the day, of that 7th day, you want to email. And then just give it a break after a while if you still haven't heard from them. Doesn't mean you end there, but you're going to continue to follow up. And in the course, I give you a whole exact strategy on how to follow up, what to say, how long you should wait. Even after the 7th time you followed up, what you should continue to do. You'd be surprised how many times 6 months later I follow up and they're like, thank you so much for reaching back out. It's been crazy hectic. This happened. I moved, blah, 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 but I'm still in the area. Do you have any availability this Monday? And I'm like, yeah, let's make it happen, Captain. Let's do it. And they come in and they're beautiful patients. So make sure you do that. And like I said, in the course, if you want to know the follow-up strategy, like the gold mine follow-up strategy, make sure you enroll in the ground marketing course. We add to it all the time. But in there, you're going to see the strategy for following up. So that's what you want to do. Okay. Now you want to track these. The way you want to track them is leads collected, appointments scheduled on-site and post-event. Okay. The show rate, the treatment acceptance, average case value, and then cost per leads. And then partnership leverage. Trade goodie bags with other vendors, ask to partner up at events with other vendors, feature other vendors in your patient newsletter, and then ask to be featured in theirs. That's what the connector does. They want to leverage these partnerships. And then final pro tip, most practices show up once, pass out toothbrushes, and leave. You will no longer do this, okay? Throw that habit, that mindset out the window and back it up in your car and run it over and just destroy it. That is no longer what you will ever do. Winning practices, they go consistently, they engage with emotion, they make real offers, and they follow up. Following up shows you care, okay? If you just call once and then that's it, it shows the person, oh, they just wanted to get me in really quick for a sale. Care about them. Follow up. If you do that, your booth won't just be another vendor. It'll be a lead generating, trust building new patient machine, okay? So that's how you're going to perform at farmers markets. And be active, be out there, eat their food, be friends with everyone, especially with the vendors. But remember, there's a strategy behind it, and you want to sign these people up. You want them in your practice. Now, getting into farmers markets. Here's the thing. Now that we got the gist of how to set up, perform, and everything at a farmers market, we want to get in. So step one, identify active farmers markets in your area. So you want to use these tools, okay? One is localharvest.org. The second one is USDA Farmers Market Directory. And the third would be Google Maps. Just search farmers markets near me and check for good reviews, weekly recurring events, and vendor photos. The most freshest updated content is the best content on farmers market, okay? And then 4, Facebook events and groups. Many markets post schedules and vendor applications there already, and that's all you have to do. So those are the 4 things, okay? Go to localharvest.org, USDA Farmers Market Directory, Google Maps, just search farmers markets near me, and then Facebook events and groups. Start by focusing on mid-sized markets, not the largest, which may have a long waiting list, and not the smallest, which may have low traffic, but focus on mid-size first. Step 2, find the market manager or organizer. Once you find a market, visit the official website or Facebook page. Look for tabs or links that are labeled vendor info, vendor application, become a vendor, or market rules. If that's not available, contact them. Either email or phone number that's listed there. It's usually the event manager or chamber of commerce or nonprofit organizer. That's who you want to reach out to. And literally, if it's on Facebook, you can direct message them. If it's an email, you can just say this. Hi there, I'm a local dentist and would love to participate in your market to offer free wellness tips and giveaways for the community. Who can I speak with to apply as a vendor or guest? That's it. That's all you got to do. Okay, so once you find out, you know the vendor info, become a vendor, all that stuff, reach out to them like that. Now, step 3, pitch yourself as a value add vendor. Many farmers markets prioritize food-based vendors, but they're often open to service-based vendors if framed correctly. So do not say, I want to promote my dental office. Do say, I'm here to give free oral health screenings, free kids dental kits, and local wellness info. It's community education, not sales. Boom. That's what you want to say. You want to position yourself as a wellness partner, a family-focused booth, and a free service to educate and give back to the community. So that's step 3. Pitch yourself as a value-add vendor. Step 4, ask the right questions. When you get in touch, right? Let's just say you're on the phone with them or you're emailing them. Ask, do you allow wellness or service-based vendors? What's the cost per booth per day or season, maybe? Some charge per season. Are there any open weekends or recurring slots? Is electricity or tenting provided or required? Do I need insurance or a special permit to participate? These are questions you want to ask, okay? Step 5, visit the market in person. Before you ever participate, and most likely you're probably listening to this episode because you just came back from a farmer's market or you visited a farmer's market or you have in the past, you even thought to yourself, it'd be cool to ground market here. It'd be interesting. It'd be nice. If you have, boom, then visit it, do it. But if you haven't and you're doing research right now and you're thinking, I noticed I went on Google Maps or on Facebook and I noticed there's 10 farmers market happening within the next 2 months. Which ones are good? Which ones are not? This is how you will find out in step 5. Visit the market in person. Before you participate, go walk the market on a live day. Chat with existing vendors casually. Observe booth traffic patterns. Set up logistics, and find out where the high traffic corners are. Introduce yourself to the manager face to face if possible. This builds rapport and memorability when your application hits their inbox. Step 6, apply and follow up promptly. If they give you an application or contract, submit quickly and follow all vendor rules. Include a photo of your setup or booth. A mocked up one is fine. And if you don't hear back in a few days, follow up with a friendly reminder email or call. Now, I do have the specific script on how to do this. It's going to be under this specific episode in the ground marketing course. If you're a member, you can definitely find out there. And I'm also going to have in the ground marketing course what happens if you get rejected or you get a no from the farmer's market, how to follow up after the rejection and so forth. So definitely look out for that. That's going to be in the ground marketing course. I'm going to give you the script, the email. All you got to do is just copy, paste, send it, and then boom, I got you covered. So if you want to know about this and so much more, how to get into specific businesses, locations, that is all found in the ground marketing course. You have all the scripts, all the strategies. You can even see me do it in real time. Make sure you go enroll and become a member. This month, we're having the live ground marketing course workshop, which we're having it every month. It's one where you can talk like this, more one-on-one with me. And I believe this month, we're talking about the type of free whitenings you need to be giving, the specific ones, and how to utilize that and make sure you're not just giving away free stuff, but actually making production. So we're going to be discussing that in the live ground marketing workshop. So if you're not a member and you want to talk about that, know more info, please join, and I'd love to see you in the course. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. And next episode, we're going to be discussing the power of free giveaways in ground marketing, how to create giveaways that actually generate ROI. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next episode.